Welcome to Langsett Reservoir. We'll be starting our journey today for a wild camp at Langsett Reservoir and then going in the direction of what's known as slippery stones. So that's going to be basically at the head or the top of the Derwent Valley. Give you an idea. So if you're driving along the Snake Pass Road and you're coming on your left to the Lady Baab Dam, on your right is the Derwent Valley reservoirs. From there, if you carry on going to reservoir to reservoir to reservoir, you come to the last reservoir. A little while past that, you're going to come to slippery stones. So basically I'm going the back way. First time I've done this, I've done my research, so let's go.
Got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no.
Well, we're just above Langsett Reservoir. The sun is directly in my face. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Everybody though has got all their big coats on, their gloves, they're walking, their big hats on, and they're looking at me with just a t-shirt on. But you must remember, there's a good rule when especially when you're carrying a heavy pack, start cold, and you'll soon warm up, and you don't need anything on at all other than maybe a t-shirt. When you stop, like now, if I stop too long, I would put on a coat to keep my core warm. But I'm just doing this to show how cold it is up here. This is a pond I found, and look, ice, and it's beautiful. Look at that, it's beautiful. Look at that. Now, it's not that cold until the wind hits you. It's saying here on the Kestrel 35000, it's about 6.7 degrees. That's it. I mean, don't forget, the time is, at the moment, is 21 minutes past 12. So, you know, it's going to be pretty warm, despite that fresh feeling. And that's what I love. But it's time to move on that away. So I thought I'd show you that. Yeah, I love it. I don't know if it's a kid in me, but I love it. Breaking the glass on these little ponds. It's brilliant. It's all part of the fun. Well, let's move on.
Hey, walk out the house with my swagger, hop in that whip, yo, I got places to go. For the seat time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping on my Pirelli's on. Unlike my theory, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the neck, cause it's meant to be towers. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' this no Patron every flower. Love my mind, how you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody powers. Ain't nothing feel about the beat. It's going down, 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 that I know you. You run the show like a gun on a holster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your chauffeur. Girl, you spin my head right round, when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right around when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the pole, I watch her move down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down, down. From the top of the pole, I watch her move down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down, down, yeah. I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll. But I'm king of the club. And I'm wearing a crown. Popping these bottles, touching these bottles, watching they asses go boom, boom.
You spin my head right around when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the pole, I watch her move down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down, down. From the top of the pole, I watch her move down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down, down.
Surrender now, put your heart on the line. Just overflow, I promise I won't mind. I can meet you where the red lights flash and kill 'em all. Yeah, I can help you forget the pain, shit on your love. I can't tell you how to love me. Take it if you really want it. I can lead you through the water, I can make you dream. I can't tell you how to love me. Lights up ahead, I'm staring in your eyes. Yeah, you keep it all locked up somewhere inside. I can meet you where the red lights flash and kill 'em all. Yeah, I can help you forget the pain, shit on your love. I can't tell you how to love me. Take it if you really want it. I can lead you through the water, I can make you dream. I can't tell you how to love me.
Interestingly, the track splits off two ways. There's a track where I've come from, goes all the way along there, and then shoots along all the way up the hill that way. Oh, there's this lovely track. Now, the reason why I've chosen this track is there are signs along it. It says no dogs. It also says no bicycles. So presumably, people are hiking, backpacking, we are okay, which is great. Now, I've got nothing wrong with dogs. I love dogs. I've got nothing wrong with people on bicycles. They're outdoors, they're enjoying themselves, it's healthy. However, there is a consequence to that, and that is the tracks get really muddy and churned up by the bikes, and it makes it harder to track through it all without getting your boots covered in mud all the time. So, as this gave me the option of going on a track without any push bikes, I'm taking it. So, lovely day, as I said, beautiful weather, really crisp, slight breeze, nothing much. The sun's in my face there, and of course, it will be going down in the next couple of hours. So, I'm on my way towards that area of slippery stones. I'm hoping to see some fantastic views. Never been this way. So again, it's all an adventure for me. So why don't we continue? and see where it takes us. It's all fun and games. So now the time is 14:36. I've got what, maybe an hour, 20 minutes, hour and a half left of light, good light. So I need to really get a move on. The diversion I made, because it said no dogs and no bicycles, that was a fail. It took me a totally different way, so I thought I'll try and it's taking me that way, so I thought I'll try and cut across back to this track. I ended up hopping and it got to the point where my foot was going underwater. Thankfully I sprayed, just for a test, my these running shoes, and no water got in, so I gave that as a bad job and came back, as you'll see on the hyperlapse. So I lost a bit of time with that. Don't forget, I've not been up this way. I've got quite a reasonably heavy pack on at the moment, and I'm hoping that this isn't going to be a false summit. We can actually start seeing like the Derwent Edge, the Derwent Valley, because I really want to start in the next hour thinking about setting up my tent. But if not, wherever we are, we're going to have to set the tent up. And by the way, I've still only got a t-shirt on and I'm warm. So there is an advantage to carrying a reasonably heavy pack. Now, the reason why I'm doing this a lot, and you might notice in the high path, what's he doing? I forgot my belt, and I realised I've got these different trousers on, and they keep falling down. It's a right pain. It really is. And I keep thinking, how far are these trousers going down? And if there's people behind me, are they seeing something they shouldn't do? You know? So, I keep pulling them up. But yeah, but I can't say enough about this wonderful weather. Don't forget, we've had that storm, Babette, and then was it Storm Baby or something? Another storm. We've had pouring rain for weeks. And now look at it. I mean, just look at this. Absolutely stunning. I mean, so Langsett Reservoir, if I remember right, is over that way. Woodhead is over there. That's the way I took my wife to Manchester Airport. So this way should be towards Slippery Stones. That's what the area I keep talking about. I saw on the map. But it's still quite a trek. I can see two people right up there on the horizon. So we'll have to go as far as we can go, but I'm going to have to really put a move on, you know. But the trouble is me, I want to go on speed with this pack on and trousers falling down. The more I move, the more these trousers slip now. So now the time is 15:01 and the track is more indistinguishable. Frankly, I'm really happy about these now, these push bike tracks, because that's the way I'm going to go. The track's going up there as well. It's not much of a track now, so yeah, we'll just keep going. I'm not sure about 3:30. I'm going to have to camp up, but hopefully I'll find somewhere nice with a good view. But in the end, it's an adventure. So we'll just keep on plodding along. The temperature is dropping now a little bit. But we don't want to be too deceived about standing on this ice, because it can be a bit of a wet foot. A foot wetter. Yeah. It's a bit sludgy. Give it half an hour and it'll start getting hard, which is good. But then it can be very slippery as well, instead of being all just sludgy. But yeah. we've just got to make our way and see where it takes us. I'm hoping we're going to have a normal false summit, and I'm going to have a wonderful surprise. Again, I've not put the DJI mic on with the little sound windshield, sorry, because there's hardly any wind, if any wind. I mean, a little bit, and I'm sure you lot can cope with that. But I've been doing loads of hyperlapses, give you an idea where I've come from. Oops, that's again stepping on ice, not realising what's below it. Wasn't clever, was it? Yeah. Thankfully, I waterproofed these shoes with spray. I didn't think it would work, but for the most part, it has. And I've got spare socks anyway. Yeah. Well, I'm wearing my mountain, 30-40 quid pair of mountain socks that are knee high. Yeah, I think it's the second time I've worn them. Really thick. And the feet are just super warm. But not too warm, they're not sweaty, they're just warm. I think I'm coming to a wonderful view. Oh, and then he went there. Idiot. Right, concentrate on what you're doing first, where you're stepping, and then have a look at the view. Oh, I think something's coming up. I think something's definitely coming up here. Has it been worth it? Keep looking where you're going, Stevie. That's it. Oh, this looks good. Clearly it's a memorial to me coming here and a celebration. Thanks guys, really appreciate that. Or it could just be a pile of stones, or it's saying this is the highest point in the area. But yeah, it's looking good. Tippy tap toe. So I think we're actually coming to something now, a proper view. Oh, we got two people here. Look at that sun. So now I think we'll carry on. How are we doing, all right?
Hey, yeah. You're not carrying a heavy pack though. How are you getting on?
Knackered.
Which way have you come?
From Langsett, from the one of the car parks through the woods and up.
You camping out?
Yeah, for the night. I've never come this way. Oh, right. So I've come with the hope of getting a view, and I think I've been successful. I'm getting a view now. So, because time's going as in light, isn't it? You know. Yeah. So where are you going to?
We're just going to the next trig point. So we've just been to Margery Hill,
which is half a mile that way.
Right.
And then we've just been scampering on there because the peak feels frozen like a rat.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
yeah.
We're going to go through it any minute.
Well, I was quite confident. I was wrong. I went flying. So who's going to win the race? Or weren't you running racing?
No, we were just galloping over there.
Oh, right, okay.
I feel like I'm seriously skating on thin ice.
Yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you weakened it for me, and I'm like, no.
For me, it's the kid in me, though. I just love that crush.
I don't even mind though if I go through, because you know it's just mud, isn't it?
It's
Where
just
are you
mud.
staying? Down near the reservoir?
No, I'm going to stay up the top.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm just going to find somewhere. I just want to sit down.
You can do. No one's stopping you. We won't tell anyone, will we?
No, we won't report it.
All right, I'll delete that bit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You have a nice time, yeah? Be safe. Right, here we go. What do we have here? I think we're going to have a view. What nice people. So you meet some lovely people. That's very important. It's a shame that the sun's in. I don't know how it's going to show, but yeah, I don't know where do we go from here? Do we keep going, or do we just find a nice spot? Because I've got all these hills, I've got a beautiful view. Just got a beautiful view. I wonder if I can find somewhere up here just to... I think I'll go a bit further along, and then I'm going to just find somewhere. That gentleman said got about an hour. But even this is a beautiful view. It's lovely. Absolutely stunning. I'm just hoping the view that I'm seeing isn't too bleached out with the sun. I've put a ND16 filter on. I've left it on automatic. You've got to be a bit more careful, you know, when you're tired, and I am starting to feel tired because I've slowed down a bit. When you're dropping down with this weight, you've got to be careful your knee doesn't go. Another pile of stones. Wow. There we go. Oh, there's another pile of stones there as well. I wonder if it's the sheep. They just it's like instinct to bring stones to their little holy places. Huh? Because I can't see any other reason to do it. Huh? Them stones, them pile of stones. There you go. So I'm not going to go down. I'm just bloody not going down. So I have to go back up. I think I'm going to go up there. Yeah. Let's make it as a track there. So let's make it this way. Huh? Let's make it this way. Gotta find somewhere. Put a tent up. Look at the view. I mean, I would imagine the reservoirs are down there. I think they are, yeah. Well, that don't matter. I'm not bothered. Would I see it from there? I would. But you know what? I like this view anyway. I just do. I think I'm going to go that way. It's not as though I'm not going to come again. So, why don't we go that way and just have these views? Yeah, why not? Okay, that's it. Just, there's no words. No words to express it. Just soak it in, Stevie. How about it? Yeah. Bit wet. I have to find somewhere quick. What's this looking like? It's a track. Yeah, not too bad, that. Is it? Bit of a flat for spot, I think. Is it? It is. I quite like this. It's a bit of a view, isn't it? Why not? A bit of a dip, I don't mind. This is my tent for the night. Yep. I have decided. Whew. So I best hurry up. It's 5:45 in the evening, and the temperature at this moment is minus 2.8, and it's dropping. So yeah, pretty chilly evening, but I'm nice and toasty, and that's the main thing. I might have walked up here in a t-shirt, but believe me, I've got all the correct clothing for this type of weather. As I've said before, I've got these base layer gloves. At the moment I keep my hands in my pockets. I do actually have some very, very thick mountain gloves, alpine gloves as well, if I need them. I have a tendency to try not to put clothing on unless I absolutely need it, but I realised that once I started setting the tent up, or finished putting the tent up, that there was an issue with regards to the cold. It was dropped really quick, and it's very important to keep warm. So I'm toasty warm with all this stuff on. So basically my rucksack, my bergan, my Osprey rucksack, it was full of a lot of clothes, winter clothes. Even my I don't know if you can see, but I've even got down over trousers on, which are keeping me lovely and warm. But yeah, there's the moon. Look, I'm going to touch it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't touch things. But I'm toasty warm. I don't know if you can see my tent. Oh, you can see my tent. There's my tent, look. There's my tent. Yeah. Wow. I'll be going in that tent soon. I'm going to go bobos. So you can see the frost and that glisten build up on the tent. You can see where I did the work on the tent, make sure that when it is raining that I'm going to be well protected. It's all over, look at it. My core's getting cold, which is normal. It's going to happen now. So watching a Norwegian who is experienced with the cold, and tips about before you actually get into your sleeping bag, you need to actually start moving around, get the body going, get the core going, move around, warm yourself up, do some exercises, so that, yeah, as though you're like hiking or walking. I know it looks silly, but in the end, right, it's going to make it much warmer when you get inside your sleeping bag. So that's what I'm doing now, and it does work. It's all about getting that body, that temperature higher. You don't want to get into a sleeping bag cold, because if you get into a sleeping bag cold, it's going to take a long time for your core to warm up and for the sleeping bag to warm up. What you need to do is get in warm. There's many ways of doing this. One is through the exercise. Two is eat a hot meal just before you go in your sleeping bag. And anything that's going to get you warm. A hot drink. For me, I can't be bothered to be cooking again. So what I'm going to do, watch a film, do a bit of dancing, do a bit of moving, and I can feel it right now. I'm starting to warm up. It's about 9 o'clock now, and I've totally sealed up the tent, and it's time to go to sleep. Doing the exercise, by the way, did work. It warmed up my core, and when I got into the sleeping bag, within minutes I felt really, really warm. So that's great. You know, it's brilliant. I can't go wrong there. So I'm quite happy about that. And it's amazing. I wasn't able to get an internet connection when I was about 10 feet away on my chair. I've come into the tent and I got an internet connection. I was able to speak to my wife, who's in Pakistan at the moment, and we had a conversation with video conference. So it was brilliant. I was quite impressed but amazed. 10 foot makes a difference. yeah, so I listened to my radio, a bit of classical music, and then I looked at some of the footage that I filmed today, so I'm quite happy about that. And I'm hoping to have a good night's sleep. I don't see a problem at all for that to happen, and then get up early in the morning and hopefully do some filming again. So thanks for joining me on my little adventure, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Well, I'm happy to say everything's packed up. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We're ready to get back to Langsett Reservoir. I think that's going to be about 3 hours. And the great thing is I've solved one of my problems, and that was the trousers with no belt. I've realised that these, I don't know if you can see them, if I can just go down this way, the like goose down layered trousers, I'm wearing them instead because they've got a good elastic belt on. I've took them trousers off, and yes, it was pretty parky doing that here, but thankfully no one saw my sparrow legs, so I feel a lot more comfortable. As you can see, no t-shirt this time. There is a t-shirt, but it's underneath this coat, and the gloves are on. It's pretty cold today, so I'm looking forward to a nice hike back. The pack doesn't seem any lighter because I think all the water that I've used up has been added to all the ice on the tent. But thank you if you've enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. If you didn't enjoy it, thank you for persevering. But yeah, it was an eventful night. I'd get some sleep, and then I'd wake up and watch something or listen to something. It was a very long night, but that's part of it, I'm afraid. That's part of it. Might be better putting the camera this way, and I think I am. Yeah, so it is cold, I'll give you that, but it's a nice cold. It's crisp, fresh, and I'm sure once I start moving along, I'll soon warm up, and that's what it's all about. And also, it looks like I'm bog hopping again. I've gone into a lot of water, and I don't want that at the beginning of a hike, getting my feet soaked. There you go, past that. Thank goodness. So yeah, and here we go. I just want to get to that fence because I know there's a path there. And we'll get there. Well, I really do appreciate it if you've enjoyed the video. I wasn't going to do a long one, but I like doing these hyperlapses, and it's an experiment here to find out what to do. Really, I am bog hopping in here because it's very deep. Yeah, you know, as in very deep, as in deeper than my feet. Oh, I've got to the edge. Right, now trust me for trying to do a video. Well, happy to bog hop. Now that's better. What a view. A beautiful, beautiful view. And at the moment, I've got it all to myself. It amazes me that we're not the only wild campers. Look at these brave little guys, eh? And the little friend here. Look at that. Despite the cold, the frost, these brave little guys are still coming through to say hello and make my day. As you can see, the coat is now gone. It was only a thin coat anyway, down coat. The gloves are gone. I've warmed up enough just to be wearing the t-shirt as I was yesterday, and just not wearing gloves. As long as I keep at a certain pace and don't stand still too long, the t-shirt's fine.